Good morning, Room 7. Today we're going to read together the first chapter of Yasmin the Explorer. And it's written by the author, written by Sadia Faruqi, and it's illustrated by Hatem Ali. And I want you guys to say one thing that you notice, okay? So think about what you see on this cover. And I'm going to share with you one thing that I notice. I notice that Yasmin is jumping and she's maybe running and going somewhere. And she has a map. Maybe that has to do with her being an explorer. I also notice that she has some striped leggings and a polka dot headband and some bracelets. I think maybe she has an adventurous style. Okay. And I also noticed that she lives in a city because I see some buildings, okay? So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to also, sorry, my O is kind of silly. I want you guys to say something. You could say, I notice and I wonder. What is something you notice? Say, I notice. Share with a family member or in your own brain. And then I also want you to say, I wonder. So I wonder is when you have a question about it, right? What is something you have a question about? I wonder where she's going. I wonder where she lives. You could say, I wonder how old she is. Okay? Make sure you have one I notice and one I wonder sentence. Take a minute. You can pause the video if you need to share that with somebody or write it down. And then thumbs up if you got that so far. Awesome. So before we start our book, we always look on the front and we do a sneak peek. We do I notice and I wonder, and then we flip it over to the back and we read a little bit about what this book is about. So it's going to give us a little preview. Let's try to read it together. Yasmin the Explorer. Every explorer needs a map. Baba encourages Yasmin to make one of her own. But when Yasmin loses sight of Mama at the farmer's market, can her map bring them back together? Can her map bring them back together? So she's gonna lose sight, which means she won't be able to see her mama. Okay, so we're learning a little bit about what's gonna happen in the story. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Yasmin the Explorer. Table of contents tells us about chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And all right, let's get started. Chapter 1, Ancient Maps. I would like you guys to try to read with me, okay? One afternoon, Yasmin sat reading with Baba. A long time ago, explorers used big paper maps to find their way, Baba said. What's an explorer? Asked Yasmin. Pause. There's one word on this page that I've never heard before. It is Baba. Yasmin sat reading with Baba. Who's Baba? And later it says Baba said. So we're going to try to figure out by thinking about the story what Baba means. Okay? And look, friends, remember yesterday I taught you guys about there. Okay, so explorers used big paper maps to find their way. So when they got lost, they used maps to find their way. Look, awesome. We already learned that word yesterday. Perfect. Let's keep going. Someone who discovers new places, an adventurer, Baba said. Yasmin looked at the maps in Baba's book. There were straight roads and curvy roads. there were lakes and rivers and forests. I want to be an explorer, she said. Well, then, the first thing you'll need is a map, Baba replied. Yasmin clapped her hands. I'll make a map of our neighborhood. Good idea, Baba said. Yasmin found crayons and paper. So we still don't know who Baba is, but he's helping her make her map. Maybe we'll continue to find out. All right. She drew their house. Down the street was the market. Near that was the park. Ooh, maybe this is giving us a clue. This is excellent, John, Baba said, using his sweet name for her. All right, so I think Baba is probably her dad, right? So she probably calls her dad Baba. And he said, this is excellent, John. John, we don't know what that is, but the book says, using his sweet name for her. So John is the nickname he has for Yasmin. Soon Mama came in. Yasmin, I'm going to the farmer's market. Want to come with me? What do you think she's going to say? Is she going to go? Say, I predict. Yasmin jumped up. Yes, it will be an exploration. Ooh, that's a hard word. Exploration. She could hardly wait as Mama got her hijab and purse. Don't forget your map, Baba said. Every explorer needs a map. Okay, so there's another word I don't know if we know on this page. She could hardly wait as Mama got her hijab and purse. Okay, what's the hijab? Let's see. So we know that she's getting something ready. So we can look at this picture and we'll learn that hijab means scarf. It's the scarf that her mom's putting on her head. Okay? All right, so that does it for chapter 1. Chapter 2, we'll read it next week, okay? And chapter 2 is called The Farmer's Market. I want you guys to, on the work, I'm going to ask you guys to make a prediction of what you think is going to happen. And we're also going to have some more questions about what's happened so far in this book. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you're excited for our new Read Aloud book.